Facebook is fine. Oh, hey, hey, hey. All right. Welcome, everyone. This is Marwan Cameron, and this is the Conduit. I know that it says that it is February 6, 2021, and we have officially moved into Sunday, February 7th, 2021. But I am testing out my ability to live stream to multiple platforms. And so I'm trying to work out the bugs. So right now, I am broadcasting live through Facebook and through the YouTube channel. And so if you want to see us at YouTube, you can just type in my name, Marwan Cameron, and that will take you to the channel. As more people subscribe there, you will see the majority of our content shift over to YouTube. So my ask of you is that you would go ahead to YouTube and type my name in and subscribe and share and give a thumbs up, as that helps with the algorithm. And so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not going to keep you too long tonight, but I kind of like doing these late night, live little podcasts, seeing who else are my night owls that are out there and up, can't sleep, doing things, being productive in the wee hours of the morning. I think we're past the witching hour now, or whatever the witching hour is. I'm not sure when that is. But hopefully you had a pretty good Friday and you enjoyed the first day of your weekend this Saturday. For me, it was a pretty good day. Had a men's meeting earlier this morning with a few folks and had some conversations and worked some things out, which was always good. So I like to, try to be productive every day and do something of that's noteworthy. And so that happened, which was really good. I was able to participate in some self-care today, which was awesome. So, Rob's son, Monkey, is working on his Twitch channel. So he wants to have a Twitch channel, and he's into video games. And, their philosophy over there at his Twitch channel is about providing a space for people to come and play games with other folks without the pressure of having to, be a part of a clan, that you always have to be there at a certain time and put in a certain amount of hours and do things. So oftentimes when you have gamers that get together, they have these set times that they're going to play, and it's pretty hardcore as they're very dependent on everyone else to show up at certain times, which causes a lot of pressure. And, adults are busy. They got a lot going on. So it's not practical to say, hey, I can always play Thursday at 7 p.m. And so maybe you're able to be there, maybe you're not. And so they wanted to create a non-toxic environment for gamers to come and play and hang out and just have a good time when they're available, So whenever they're playing, you can kind of jump on and kind of have a place to be. So I can tell you, when I first got into Xbox, they actually talked me into going back over to PlayStation. So, started off with Nintendo, then went into the PlayStation, switched over to Xbox, I think when it was a 360, and then I got the Xbox One, and then went to PlayStation 4 because they convinced me that was where it was and the Xbox wasn't where it was. So, went ahead and convinced me to do that. And I really didn't play online with folks. And if you've played online or you had some of your kids play online, and if you listen to what, these people are saying in the headset, it's pretty vile stuff. And so, it's not really a good environment to be online. But if you don't have a lot of connections or folks that, have the games and can keep up with your library or do things like that, then it's hard to get online and really get the most out of a particular game, right? So they have games where, you can have 3 people playing at one time, like with Destiny or, or you could be playing Call of Duty, or NBA or NFL Madden, or there's just all kinds of things, fighting games. And so it's a good way to kind of unwind and have fun. And if you could do it in an environment where you're not going to hear all the cursing and all the crazy stuff, then that's great. And again, you don't have that obligation or expectation to have to be there at a certain time. So that's what that's all about. So if you are a gamer and you're interested in all those types of games, I say, join the channel, and you can reach out. I'll put the link out at some point in time. I don't have it with me right now, so I can't share it. But when I do, I will share it, and I'll talk about it from time to time. But a lot of the games that they play are like Destiny 2. They're playing Call of Duty. They really love the zombies part of that. They play the Division 2. I actually like the Division 2. What else are they playing? Burnout Paradise. So there's, quite a few games in there and that they play, and they really do kind of cycle around and are really into the games and talking about the PS5, which no one can get their hands on. So, and they're definitely looking forward to getting that when it comes out. And the cool thing about being a gamer, you're kind of in a really lucky time if you are a gamer, because what it used to be is either you're an Xbox player or a Nintendo player or Sega player way back in the day, or you were, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. You had to choose, or a PC player. So now the next generation of these consoles, let's say I have a PS5, I can play with someone that has an Xbox, right? So it's really kind of opening up what you can do. So I think that's really fantastic. And it will really kind of, bring more people together to play and be together and hang out and have a good time and whatnot. So, I think that's a really good thing. So I got to do that today for a little bit. And then, for me, it's always great because, using the Twitch platform is a platform that we will use for the Conduit. And so he's able to teach me some things and connect my video card for me and kind of get me going. So everything is kind of this learning process. And so it's really cool. And so if you have any kids, or, if you are an adult gamer like we are, and this is something that you want to learn how to do, that's a good way to kind of get that hands-on experience. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos, and that's helpful. But, having someone that can actually help walk you through it or participate with it with you can make things a lot easier and a lot less lonely too. You're trying to decipher what the YouTube video was saying or whatever the research is that you're doing. You're reading websites and reading articles and things like that. And just, you're doing it, but it just isn't working out. And that's what was happening with me tonight, trying to multi-broadcast live on multiple platforms. So I had to first, the software that I use is called OBS. And, it allows you to stream to one platform. Well, I'm thinking, there's got to be a way to stream to multiple platforms simultaneously. So I'm Googling it, and, I'm coming up with, you can pay for this subscription. It's $100 a year. Or you could try this one, and this is in a beta, which means it's kind of still in its trial phase. Then I found another one that said, okay, well, there's this add-on that you can add on to OBS, and then through that, then you can simultaneously broadcast if your computer has enough power to do it. And so trying to follow those instructions and then troubleshoot, there's no tech support. You are your own tech support as you're trying to figure it out, trial and error. And, the crazy thing about it is when you're in a live environment, that there's no, well, hold on, we don't want you to see this yet. We're trying to figure out the bugs. I mean, you're live and that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. So you really just, you're trying to figure it out, give yourself grace and just try to go forward and be ready to go. So, but anyway, so that's what's happening, and that's why I'm kind of on now. I did want to come on, I know at some point I'll have a set schedule, but ultimately, if there's something that I just feel I want to talk about, or if there's something that I feel like, someone would benefit from hearing, I do get that a lot, where I'm kind of going through my day and, something will just be on my heart or be on my mind, and I feel like there's just something that I need to say that someone is going to benefit from, and someone needs to hear it. I don't exactly always know who needs to hear it, but just that someone may benefit from hearing it. And it may not even be right now. It could be later, right? As typically when people are watching the videos, I'm not announcing when I'm going live. I go live at very different times. Here it is, 12:30 in the morning on a Saturday night. So many people may be asleep or engaged in other activities. So if you're on, you're on. If you're not on, you're not on. So, you may miss it, but you might check in tomorrow or the next day or a week from now. And whatever that message was might be something that resonates with you. You may be thinking of doing something very similar to what we're doing here. And it's like, oh, yeah, you know what? Thanks for that. I actually needed that. And I actually got that message the other day on one of the other podcasts. So, that's definitely that fuel, that intrinsic motivation to keep you going, right? Which is powerful. And I think it's important for you to have both, intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation to keep you propelled in the direction of you trying to achieve the goals that you are trying to work toward. And so when you're dealing with stressors and setbacks and things of that nature, and things go slower than you want them to go, it's always good to be able to pull on multiple areas of motivation to keep you going, right? So anyway, just a few things that I wanted to talk about is, as always, the our anniversary is Monday, so we're basically almost 24 hours out from our anniversary at Gather Together, Grow Together, where we will be starting year 4. So we are going to turn 3, which is awesome. We don't have any big plans on our anniversary. We didn't, set up any kind of campaign or fundraising or anything like that this year, just as we are still, running a really small crew. We've got a lot going on. And so right now it's just kind of more about doing the work than, getting out there and doing that. And you know what? That's kind of a misspeak, because fundraising is also doing the work, right? I mean, you're not going to stay alive without the support of the people. And so I don't want to make it sound like it's just something that's ancillary and just something that you just do if you want to do. You have to do that effectively if you want to, continue to succeed. So that really is critical and important. But we just didn't really get to it this year. But we had a conversation about it. And so we're going to start now on planning for when we turn 4. And have a rollout and have more things in place, and just have it be a lot more seamless, and have more of a running start up toward our anniversary, right? So that's what we plan on doing. But what I will say is, do tune in on Monday night, which is our anniversary, at about 5:30. We will go live, and we are going to present our hashtag G2 Stimulus 2021, our next awardee, our next recipient. So learn all about the awardee, hear her story, and help support, by tuning in and listening to her story. We definitely would appreciate that. And in all honesty, I couldn't think of any better way than to celebrate our anniversary than to actually be helping someone else. So that's what we're going to do, and we're definitely excited about that. What else did I want to talk about really quickly? Oh, I wanted to see if anyone had done anything different as far as self-care since we spoke about it a few days ago. I think that was Wednesday. And or did you try to increase any of the self-care that you already do? Were you more cognizant of the self-care? And did you work on breathing or stretching or making a different food choice or doing something fun, unplugging, meditation, anything like that? Did any of those things happen? So I like to hear about that. And then also I wanted to let you know that the podcast number 4 for the Layla and Daddy podcast is exclusively on our YouTube channel, which is where all of our podcasts will go. We'll probably, put up a little short teaser on Facebook and our G2 webpage, but the whole video will be available on YouTube, and so you can view it there. And as I was saying before, having a conversation with some of the well-respected women in the community that I respect for sure, told me that it was important that people see relationships between fathers and daughters, and definitely with black fathers and black daughters, and single fathers and daughters, and all those things are really important to kind of see those positive interactions. And so, the entire video is there, even though we only intended on airing, just us making the podcast sign and kind of spending time together doing that, and not, the 14 minutes or so of us eating dinner before we actually started painting. But yeah, I agree with the women, and, I think it is important for that to be seen, right? And to again, you're working on changing the narrative, and putting out information and truth that is counter to what is maybe stereotyped, just old paradigms of thought. And so, yeah, I do think that is important to do. So that's what we hope to do through the Conduit is, stimulate thought, conversation, respectful debate. We don't ever expect people to all think the same or agree with everything. But perspective is important, right? But the big thing is being intellectually honest and not being intellectually dishonest is important, because you really can't have a conversation if you're not going to do that. The other thing that I wanted to do was get your thoughts on the picture for our Layla and Daddy thumbnail that we want to use. And so we took a series of pictures and we kind of put these up. And I wanted to just kind of get your feedback. Don't know a good way of how to put these out and say, hey, which ones do you guys like? But if you can just take a look at the pictures and just tell me which one you think would be a great thumbnail, then we'll try to, narrow it down to the top 3. And then we will use that as our picture. So probably not the sleeper Layla. And, we have a lot of fun with the camera, trying to take these pictures and trying to figure it out. And so, they just get sillier as they go. And as I said, just the most simplest things of taking random pictures is just a lot of fun for us. Now, this is my favorite picture, and when you go and you look at our podcast, number 4, that is the thumbnail, and that was my pick. And so that is definitely my favorite. She liked that one. I like this one too. She definitely is got a genuine smile. She's laughing. So I love that. That's me getting ready to tickle her. I like that one too. I think this one's a cool one. And like I said, she's definitely happy. But yeah, we need your help on trying to figure these out. So we're getting even sillier now. And the faces she makes is just so crazy, Yeah, I like that one. I shouldn't even tell you which one do you think that she likes the most, because it's really crazy. But I like that one. I like that one. That's a pretty cool one. I don't know how I feel about that one. And this one, I feel like I look like my dad. We're trying to be serious. As you can see, she's trying her best not to smile. And now it's just getting crazy now. So this is the one that she wanted to be on the thumbnail, and you can see by the look on my face, it's like, really? What are we doing, Layla? So those are kind of the pictures to choose from. If you could, just tell us which pictures you like. Just describe them to us, and we'll go ahead and kind of make our final choice. And maybe we'll put like the top 3, if I'm able to put a picture in a thumbnail or something like that, in a poll to see what you think. And if that can be done, then great. But yeah, so, it's kind of coming along, and as you can see, she's having a lot of fun with it. And so we'll continue to do it and think about different things to do. One of the things that we did on my birthday, I don't think I talked about this, is for the boys and girls Head Start, for Head Start. They asked us at the beginning of the school year if we wanted to read a story on video for the kids. And so, man, we said, yeah, we would do it. And we just got so busy and just didn't have a chance to really get to it. And so for my birthday, I said, oh, Layla, what would be really great is if we read the books, and so we could get that done so that the kids can enjoy the stories. And so we read Green Eggs and Ham. We read something from the DC Comics at Super Friends, just really kiddie stuff. And then I think I read 2 other books, and something about a duck on a bus or a penguin on a bus or something like that. That was one of Layla's favorite book series when she was a little bit younger. And then I read 1 other book. So we read 4 books, and now we're going to send that to Head Start so that they can show that and for the kids. So anyway, like I said, this is going to be a really short one as I'm about 20 minutes in. I'm going to go ahead and get off for now. I probably will get on tomorrow night as, it's kind of like every day up until and through our anniversary. May not be a long one tomorrow. But just kind of touching base. And that is, like I said, if there's something that just really kind of pings me and I feel like there's something that someone needs to hear, then I'll go ahead and jump on and kind of share that information. But other than that, I hope you had a good Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow, Lord willing. I appreciate you watching as always. Again, please do go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's Marwan Cameron. All you have to do is just type that in the search and it will come up. What I'm trying to do is make things consistent, or familiar, and then make them consistent, right? So if you friended me on Facebook, then you know who I am. So then it's easy for you to find me over at YouTube and other platforms. And the show is called The Conduit. And eventually you will be able to just know the show by The Conduit and find it that way and tell other people to search for it in that manner. So I thought that might be the easiest way to do that, to get folks to migrate over to YouTube. So just know that they will be there. I will try to simulcast as much as I can. I am getting an error message on YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So I don't know if that will fix in rendering in post, but we'll find out. But this was the test. Anyway, as I said, if you need food, if you need transportation, give Gather Together, Grow Together a phone call, 360-373-3000. Or reach out. You can email us, gather2grow@g2g2.org. If you want to check out our website, it's gtwo.org. All right. You have a good night. Have a great morning. And I will see you post Super Bowl, which I will not be watching. All right, guys. Bye-bye.